Okay, that was quite the entrance, boss. Okay.
But that was a fun surprise. How's
Okay.
everyone doing?
So we have Daniel here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we still have music playing in the background? We don't, right? Did I break something again? Oh, there we go. Okay, now we should. Nope. Okay, there we go. All right. So Daniel, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. That was really fun speed run to watch. Thank you, Linus, for showing off your skills. You taught me some things. Uh, that was great.
Wait, are you taking notes for your future games?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
always.
Oh. Should we be concerned? All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, he requires no introduction. We have Daniel here to answer, I think, your most burning questions about lore, gameplay, and other stuff. So, Daniel, initially I told you that this will be a lightning round, right? Yes, no, skip.
Yeah.
And then when I checked the chat in our Discord server, the questions were not type of questions that could be answered in such a way. So if you're okay with it, let's divide this section into two. I can ask you the questions that our chat has asked in our Discord server, and then quickly we will skip to lightning round only through the questions that Twitch chat asks you. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so let me quickly open the Discord chat and go through the questions that our community has been wondering about.
But I'm still going to reserve the right to give a lightning round answer if, for some reason.
Definitely.
If the question is like, I'll just be like, no to this question.
Okay.
It's really long. Well, we'll see.
All right. So here's my first question. Well, this comes from, I can see their username because Discord blocks their username. How did you feel after getting the recognition from all the games you have made over the years?
Whoa, that's a big question because I guess, I mean, how have I felt on any given day over the last 9 years? I mean, I think the biggest leap was releasing Pony Island on this day 9 years ago, because that allowed me to actually do this as a career, and it has never really been anything to top that, I would say. Even though Inscription was like 10 times bigger, it didn't have the same effect on me because just this was my dream to do this as a job, and when Pony Island came out, I got to live my dream.
Okay, moving on to the next one. What is your favorite anime?
Oh, you know what? Oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble from everyone for saying that I don't really watch anime. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Okay. Okay, we will be clipping this section out of the, replay. Okay, no problem. AJ, can you help me with that?
I'm sorry, AJ. It's sorry to disappoint Jesus.
We are disappointing a lot of Jesuses today.
Yeah.
All right. Sisyphus, now I can see the names. Sisyphus asked you, what is your favorite game of the main three games you have made?
Well, like I'm, they all have different significance to me. Like Pony Island was this one that started my career, sort of. Looking back on it, as every year goes by, I think, wow, I've gotten better as a developer. Looking back on it, and then with the Hex, it has a special place in my heart because it was the one that like didn't do so well, but has this like more core cult fan base, which I find fun. And then with Inscription, I think it's the one that I would like be most proud of, and just that I'd say like this is my best work so far, in terms of the quality of it. But so they all have their own different feelings, I guess. But I guess, I mean, the one obviously I'm most excited about is Panda Circus, because I'm spending every day working on it, and it's new and exciting, and yeah, I definitely. That's the only thing I want to think about right now.
And the fact that we, as the players of your games, can see how much your work has improved over the years is such a good feeling. And I can only assume it's even better for you as a developer of these games yourself.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah.
All right, here's an interesting question. What made you decide a pony for Pony Island and not another animal?
Yeah, this one was sort of random. Like it was as many people know, it started as a game jam game, and when you only have 48 hours to do the jam, you gotta think quick, and you have to not second guess any of your decisions. So I definitely had this idea of like, okay, it's like a creepy, messed up arcade machine, and there's like a fun, like cute game on top, but there's something evil and satanic underneath. What's the cute game called? Well, match sort of innocent animal to innocent sounding place. And I definitely went through a few just like rapid fire, like Pony Island. I think I even might have considered Panda Circus at that time, and like Dolphin Plaza, just a random stuff. And then yeah, I think Pony Island just had a feeling of like, I think Pony has this innocent and childlike quality to it, which made sense.
All right. So you heard it, folks. You already know the name of the next game, Dolphin Plaza. Keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Or maybe in an ARG cipher, decoding key. I don't know. All right. Oh well. Shrimp. Yep. Okay. Okay. Next one. This is from Crofay, as you can imagine. Is Sado gonna be in it? With it, I can only assume Pony Island 2. Please, 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 I need to know with all caps locks.
I think I'm gonna invoke my right to skip on this one.
Okay. Would you be willing to do an interview about the games you have done, and especially the intricate manner you have built a shared universe and the associated ARGs? I definitely have some questions about scale. I think you can reach out to Daniel about this through his email, which is also available on his website.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I would say I have done that if you're interested. I mean, I think I've covered a lot of that stuff in the past, but yeah, send me an email. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Moving on a bit quickly. Made of Magnificus. Oh, that's an okay. I noticed a few parallels between Magnificus and Sado. Eye motives, being able to manipulate the game beyond typical lengths, etc. Were these intentional?
Probably not directly intentional, but I definitely have certain themes and ideas that I seem to repeat, whether consciously or otherwise. So I think it's just kind of something I do to have characters like that. But the connection there was not like directly intentional.
Okay. Crofe, once again, now this time bringing an actually answerable question. What is the deal with this Entreveil secret in the hex, and why is there so many references to Sado Pony Island in it? Is it going to have any relevance in Panda Circus? Okay.
I think it was just I if it hasn't been clear, I love doing these Easter eggs and secrets and stuff. So when I was doing the hex, I was, like always, I was up to my tricks, and the Entreveil. I mean, like, I think as I developed the hex, I realized how people were liking Sado and how just the character lent herself so well to these kinds of secrets. So it was just something like, as I made the game, like, we gotta have more and more Sado. It works here, it works there. Keep more and more. Just keep putting that in. And then, like, yeah, you can definitely expect more of that in Panda Circus. Like, I said skip on the Sado question. Like, will Sado appear? Like, will we see that face in Panda Circus? I'm not sure yet, but like, that kind of thing, yes.
Okay. What is your favorite food?
I don't know. Indian food, maybe.
Okay. Let's see. Let me rephrase this question. Will we ever know more about Carla?
That's a good question. Never say never. Never say never.
Okay.
I do like having reoccurring characters, so.
Dragon's Van, very likely, I would say. Even in the trailer, you have seen a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how did I feel like this question would make sense if we did this after the game releases, but how did the whole ProZD collaboration occur?
Oh yeah, well that one was it was surprisingly straightforward. I sent him an email being a fan and needing someone as an actor for that part of the game, and then he very quickly replied to the email saying he was interested in like very few words. And then we chatted on Discord a little bit, and it took a while to like get a time to set it up, but I ended up going to him in Los Angeles after I went to the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. I kind of made a big loop of California and shot it all in a day. And yeah, it's been great. It was really fun to meet him and work with him.
I can't wait to see him in the game. Honestly, sounds very exciting
Yeah.
looks exciting. Okay, this is like a mini lore question. What does the T in Irving's full name stand for?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I'll invoke the skip on that one.
Okay.
Maybe it's one of those things that like maybe later I'll like retcon and figure out something that makes sense.
Okay, I'm just gonna say Tyler for now. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite character you made? Ooh. If you have
Ooh.
one.
Like yeah, I think the one where like I had a really strong intention and then it ended up like coming across and people ended up picking up on it and liking it. It might have been PO3, where like I see a lot of fan art of PO3 and people they kind of get the character, and a lot of the time when I have a starting point for the character, I don't know what it's going to end up being. Like I didn't know who Leshy was at the start. It was just kind of like writing random stuff, and then over the course of the game kind of figured it out and then ended up with some shape of a character. But with PO3 I had this direct idea, like this picture of a type of person who I wanted to put across, and it ended up like making it through and people liked it. So I'll go with PO3 as a big like sort of success in that department.
PO3 stands will have a field day after hearing about this. So. This comes from Kitsy. What is something that you are most excited to see fans experience with the new release?
Well, yeah, just everything. I think it's it's a lot like my other games where it's going to start one way and there's going to be twists and turns that you didn't expect. And I think the most exciting thing for me to watch is when people first get that, they get that moment where the twist happens, or the the new thing that they weren't expecting happens, and then seeing how they react to that is probably what I'm most excited for.
Okay. I mean, just like in every game of yours.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Let's see. All right, this comes from Max. What do you think of PO3's workers as characters, and why PO3 didn't make them bosses? The Inspector, Melter, and Dredger.
I think he's just a very, like, PO3 is a very mean boss and just had very little respect for others, so it probably explains it.
All right, let's see. So this one comes from Robin, but I'm not sure what they meant with the question. My question is, what's with all the weasels? Oh, for Super Weasel Kid.
All the weasels, because we're talking about like Super Weasel Kid, and then like maybe Mr. Shrewd, and then the Stoat in like the card that turns into I don't know. I think it's
they're cute.
Might be a coincidence. I never had like I never had my own Weasel Kid when I was a kid or anything. I never owned a weasel or any other rodent for that matter. So I think it could be a coincidence.
Okay. All right. So favorite ice cream flavor?
Let's go peppermint chocolate chip. It's a good one.
Okay. We already answered this question. Let me rephrase this question for you. What kept you motivated to develop these games?
I mean, a lot of things, I guess. Like, it's kind of like a combination of enjoying the work, of kind of having this long-term goal of eventually releasing it, like just that carrot far off in the distance that I will one day be rewarded with the release. Um, the fans, like people, the players, like that motivates me. If no one cared about what I was doing, it would be very hard to spend 3 or 4 years working on a game every day. So I need it needs to feel like people actually want this and care about this. So that motivates me. Yeah, just I like a combo of things, I
And
guess.
perhaps also killing streamers in force as they are looking for cursed floppy disks. That could be a motivation for you.
Yep, that's a motivation. I gotta pay to keep my lawyers paid to keep me out of jail for the various murders I do. So yeah.
This one comes from Curtis. Do you have a specific process for coming up with your game ideas, or do you just go with the flow?
It's a tough one because I do get asked that, and it is more go with the flow. Like I think for me at least, like trying to creativity is difficult to pin down or systematize. So be excited about what you're working on, and then spend time outside of working on it just thinking about it, and ideas tend to brew that way. If you spend 3 years working on something, you're bound to have a lot of ideas over that span of time.
Yeah. All right. Who asks you which game from the Hex you would complete into a full version out of the 6 games?
Oh, yeah, that's a cool idea. Waste World maybe.
Oh. Okay, I was expecting Secrets of Legendaria, but okay.
I think that was one where the Waste World was the one where maybe the most out of all of them I enjoyed making the core gameplay that, like as a genre, the turn-based, grid-based tactics was something I enjoyed. So I'd probably want to do more of that.
Okay. Which, this comes from Shadow, which the Hex character would you most want to hang out with?
I think. I mean, maybe Reggie himself.
Right.
Have some old. He's lived a long life. Had some interesting stories to tell.
All right. All right. So this is very interesting. MDD asked you, where did you get the idea for your Daniel Mullins Games logo? And just a few days ago, they found a boxing game from you, and that's where your logo appears on the top of a character.
Yeah, and that sort of answers the question. I mean, it was a student project that I worked on in my 4th year of university for a computer science program. And this was fantastic. I was so excited. There was a course where all you had to do with the course is make a game, and that was the most amazing course I ever took. And I made a game called Coach's Quest, and this character of my logo was this alien that crash lands, and you're a boxing coach and you teach the alien how to box. And the gameplay was sort of like, it was like a very crude, primitive, almost like machine learning thing where you'd give thumbs up or thumbs down when the boxer did random stuff, and it eventually sort of trained and shaped the boxer. And then you'd put them in the ring with weird punch out type characters. And I only ever had 2 enemies that you actually put your boxer up against. But then when I was making a logo, I was like, oh, I got this character, so it's already ready made. Slap it on, boom, done.
Would you like me to put a screenshot from the game on the stream?
Yeah, by all means, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, God. Oh, there we go.
Yep. Yeah. That was Coach's Quest.
All right, there you have it. That's the history of Daniel's logo.
Yep.
How many shots does it take to kill a GameWorks assistant? Okay. Otan Can, I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on DMG community? Are you going to punch more fans?
Oh, I mean, the Twitch stream thing. Someone in the chat said hilariously that was self-defense. So if it comes to it, I might have to, but I hope not.
Okay. Um, let's see. I'm trying to have questions from different people as much as I can. Okay. So that one Demon 64 has a question about the first-person shooter section of the hacks. FPP is stated, FPP has stated multiple times to be untextured, but the Waste World segment in Vogue, both the coding puzzle and the Waste World UI at the top, shows their face had, implying that part of them technically was textured, or at least designed. What is the deal with that? Ooh.
The concept of that character was that, I mean, this maybe isn't how a game would actually work, but because it was a first-person game, only the things that you see in the camera are textured. So like only the forearms and the bottom of the feet are textured. Maybe I misunderstood the question, but that was kind of the concept there.
Okay. This one comes from Nuclear. Is the Valamir ending of the Hex meant to be an alternative to the main one?
To be honest, it was more of a joke and a gag. But if you want it to be, I mean, the credits roll, so yeah, it's an ending. If that's a good ending for you, then take it.
Okay, so Ship with one E asks you, Jeremiah was originally supposed to wear a top hat, wasn't he? It's visible at several parts in the game. How late in development was it removed and why?
Yes, Jeremiah was meant to wear a top hat. That was just the initial design of the character when I didn't really know much about who the character was or what the relation to Reggie was. And then as I got further on, I kind of decided that Jeremiah was a kind of distorted version of the Grunda, which of course was just like a Goomba from the based on Super Mario, but in the Super Weasel Kid game. And then because of this, I wanted to show the sort of like weird mushroom on his head, and so I took off the hat.
Okay, all these hex related questions once again reminded me how dedicated the fans are to the hex.
Yeah.
Like even the smallest detail can be a big question when it has a mystery on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I really like this one. I think this is from MDD again. Will Pony Island 2 retcon some aspects of Pony Island 1? Since Pony Island 1 was very early on in the creation of the Daniel Mullins verse, not a lot was probably fully planned out.
Yeah, that's a good question. I actually it crossed my mind recently to do something, and I decided against it because I don't think it's right. But it crossed my mind to actually patch Pony Island to change something because it would be more convenient in Panda Circus if a certain detail was different. But I don't think that's how it works. Like it's already been out there for years. Like I can't change it. So I'm gonna roll with whatever I did in Pony Island 1 and try not to retcon it too much. But we'll see. I'm not fully done Panda Circus. So.
Okay. Kropa asks you, whether do you plan on making another merge in the future? Oh.
I mean, I'm sure at some point for sure. I mean, definitely, I love the cards. If it hasn't been clear, so we'd like to keep doing that.
I'm begging you, Daniel, please. Polish you, please. Leshy and Piotr would go crazy. Just saying, I'm not a marketing genius.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, let's see. Okay. This one comes from Phil, the Lonely Wizard Enjoyer. What is your favorite game jam you participated in?
Like as like the game jam as a organization, gotta be Ludum Dare. That's like my old favorite and one that I always do. But like, I guess my favorite instance of that, maybe the earlier ones because I was so excited to do it. I think I remember really enjoying the one where I made Pony Island, the first one. It felt like an exciting, creative experiment back then.
And I'm just gonna mention this. Keep It Alive. I think that's my favorite game of yours.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was I loved. Yeah, The idea of having that fucked up llama in there was really fun.
Let's see. I'm skipping some in order to reach at least a bit closer to the end of the list. Did you make the Bone Lord attractive on purpose? Oh, okay.
I don't know if I agree with that premise.
Okay, maybe I should read the questions myself first and then voice them over later on. Oh, okay. So which scribe did you choose to replace in Act 2?
Wait, which, sorry, can you repeat the question?
Which scribe did you choose to replace in Act 2 of Inscription?
Oh, like when I played it? I mean, I played it like about 100 times, so all of them, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Moving on. A lot of skeleton pictures. All right. Can Reginald slap Jeremiah's bald head? Okay, skipping that one. Is the Daniel Mullins server canon in the lore?
The Daniel Mullins, what? Sorry.
Discord server. Is it canon?
Yeah.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Oh, okay. What can be said about what Magnificus will do with the old data?
Right. I feel like I used to have an answer for this because I did think about like it was kind of important to know this, but I kind of don't remember right now what I had in my mind because nothing is actually shown in the game. So I'll skip on this one.
Okay. There are some questions with specific terms used. I'm not sure if Twitch allows that. I have no idea, which is why I'm skipping these folks. So is Reginald and Jeremiah, can they be together? That's the
yeah, they could
way.
be.
Okay.
Could be. I feel like there's a power dynamic thing there that might be troublesome.
Okay.
But
okay, a lot of
Not
questions
again.
about food. Will Pony Island and the Hex be ported to consoles? Oh, that's a tough question.
yeah, I would love it if I could snap my fingers and do it, but I don't honestly think it's gonna happen. But never say never. It's just Inscription was a heck of a lot of work to port. And like I only have so much hours in a day, and I'll tell you what I want to be doing with them is working on Panda Circus.
Let me do a little cheating then. Is it possible to port future games into consoles?
Yeah, I definitely would like to. You'll see. I mean, you might already be able to tell a little bit from the trailer that there's a lot of point and clicking. So Panda Circus is going to be even harder than Inscription to port. It's going to be a nightmare for many reasons. I would still like to attempt it, but it'll definitely I can definitely say for sure it won't launch simultaneously on consoles because that is too much for me. I'll make sure it's really good on Windows, and then I'll do other like Mac and Linux, and then we'll seriously sit down and look at how it could possibly turn into a console game.
Frank says Pony Island 2 when? Yesterday. Moving on. Let's see.
I should say I have to go pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we could do the lightning ones. Or you could just do a few more of these, whatever you want.
Chat, should I continue with your questions from our Discord server, or should we just do the yes, no, skip type of questions from Twitch chat? Let's see quickly. All right, I'm seeing a lot of lightning rounds. All right, drop your yes, no, skip questions, like no detailed questions to say, and I will try my best to read them. Oh, okay. Oh boy. All right. Let me cut the question short so that you can answer it easily. Could we perhaps get a little more insight into Game Funa? Maybe in the future games. Let's just phrase it that way.
Yes, I think you will. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Was there any plan for the text color markup system in Pony Island? EA color equal yellow and R. I'm not sure what that means. That's like a code.
Hex color markup. I don't actually remember what this is about. Sorry.
Okay. As the official Sado ambassador, can I marry Sado? Says Nuclear Angel.
Yes.
Okay. Has all inscription secrets been found? Says Vlad.
Yes.
Okay. What was the
After
hardest?
Plasma Jimmy, yes.
Plasma GB. That was such a nice Easter egg hunt. Let's see. Is Irving stupid? God. Yes, no questions. Is Asmodeus and Buer, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, continuing their beef in Pony Island 2?
I'll skip.
Okay. Could Piotr shoot the other scribes with a gun?
Maybe with Plasma Jimmy's help.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Did Saw, the horror film, inspire Act 1?
Which film? Sorry.
Saw.
Oh, not really actually.
Okay.
I think maybe without seeing it, some of those tropes did, because I definitely see the similarities, but I don't think I've actually seen an entire Saw movie.
Okay. Do you fear the flying Urayuli who takes unruly children?
Yes, that's the main reason that I don't sleep these days.
Let's see. Is death different than deletion for game characters in your games? EA, Rocky versus Irving. Oh wait, that's a that's a yes no question, I guess. Yeah.
I think there's different forms of death for sure. I think in the Hex I was like trying to be pretty I was trying to be specific about, like the Grunda that dies when you bounce on it. It's not the same as getting deleted or like bugging out, like Mr. Squirrel does.
Is Bandito07 a spurned former fan of Lionel's? An old fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Will we be hearing from Amanda again?
Maybe.
That's not a yes no skip.
Skip then.
Okay. Is there a chance we might be able to learn more about Rebecca in future games?
Not again.
Yes. I think
Okay.
it's likely.
Is Panda Circus gonna have a crazy ARG?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Oh boy. Can a deleted character be restored in your games? Ooh.
Probably.
Will
It's not a
Piotr
yes no skip.
yeah. Will Piotr appear in Panda Circus?
No.
Okay.
No, I doubt it.
So what is he doing then with all the code uploaded now? Okay. Will Piotr die again? Are they divorced? Is Satan Tech actually Game Funa?
Skip.
Okay. Ooh. Can we get Leisure 2? The sequel.
Skip.
Okay. Will we see the Hex residents again?
I mean, like, it's one of those things where I would like to, but I can't say for sure.
Okay. Oops, it skipped. Are the Game Jam games such as Bloop, Void Dire, well, I pronounced that incorrect. One Room,
Yeah.
canon?
I actually, I'm gonna go with no, because that would be kind of impossible to make it make sense.
Okay. Do you think we will see more Easter egg characters appearing in future games? Which kind of Easter egg character? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Would you consider Louis in the Hex as an Easter egg character?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
All right. Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Dan coming to Australia? That's a very specific question.
I don't know what this is referring to. I
Yeah,
have currently I have no current plans to go there, but I would certainly like to.
Okay. Do you plan to continue the Pony Island type universe past Pony Island 2? Is that a different universe than what we already have right now?
Don't I think it's tangentially related, so yes.
Okay. Will animages appear in Pony Island 2?
Yeah.
Oh! Okay. Will Rebecca, I think we can skip that. Are we going to see Lucifer's Arcade again? Lucifer's Arcade? Like the room, arcade room?
Yeah, you know what? Like, I feel like it's not even that spoilery to say yes, because like, come on, how am I not gonna have that? Right?
Okay. Okay, do you have a favorite bird? Someone has been asking you this.
Yeah, I see the bird question. I have a favorite bird. Like, I guess the honest answer is no, but could I like come up with one? I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I'll have to do my bird homework and get back to you.
Pokemon bird?
Oh,
Pokemon bird. Like, what bird type Pokemon is my favorite?
Pidgeotto.
Pidgeotto, yeah, that's kind of hard to beat, right? Kind of hard to beat Pidgeotto.
are you canon?
Hoot hoot comes close. Sorry.
Oh, it's my bad. Are you canon?
Am I canon?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I was already used as an actor to play Lionel Snill, so
Yeah.
if I am, then like Lionel is my twin.
Is the next game going to be an online game?
Well, if you consider Inscription an online game, then probably yes.
Okay.
In the sense that it's not really, but
But it has some online related features.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you know Irving Horse?
I have seen Irving Horse, but
Okay,
I don't understand Irving Horse.
We don't either. I'm just gonna send you a Horse Irving
No one does.
on Discord, and that's it. All right. Let's see, just a few more. Can we gamble in the arcade?
Kinda.
Are we going to see any demons again from Pony Island
Yeah.
1? Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's very straightforward. A lot of questions about whether you met Prosody IRL. I think you already answered that with yes, so I'm
Yeah.
skipping that. I'm also skipping questions about the release date. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. All right. I think I did it. I'm at the bottom of the chat. Is Louis coming back in Pony Island 2?
It's a tricky one chronologically.
Skip that, I guess. Wait, chronologically speaking? Interesting.
I'll say no more on the subject.
Okay, chronologically. Interesting. Can I ask one?
Yeah, please.
Will we see Goobert in an active role or more of a cameo? Wait, let me just ask it as one way so that you can do it yes, no. Will he be a cameo?
Yeah, more so a cameo. I don't expect an active role,
Okay.
but we'll see.
We already have seen him swimming, so
Yeah. If that is active to you, floating in a bottle, then yes.
okay, so this question again. Is Lazarus and Chandrel canon?
It could be your head canon, or it could, maybe.
Look, Dan, this
I don't like to say like it couldn't be, or I just like I'll skip it.
oh god, I'm dead after this stream. You don't know what you have just done. Just saying. Is anything related to Hopeless Soul gonna happen? Should we interpret this question as Hopeless Soul or the devil?
I'll skip the whole thing.
Okay, okay, that's a good call. Do you know about the GameFuna employee original characters some people have made in our server? Probably.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff floating around for sure. Yeah.
Quickly checking. will Steamboat Willie appear in Pony Island 2? Okay, that's a very recurring character. I can understand why.
Yeah, I do. I mean, yeah, there's only so many like places to put these recurring characters, so I don't want to promise on all of them, but maybe I don't know. Well, I don't know if Steamboat is gonna make the cut.
I'm really curious about why he just keeps coming back.
Yeah, we all are.
Let's see. I think we already answered the question about
again.
Rebecca coming back or not. Difficulty. Are you interested in adding features that you used in your game jams? Oh,
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes an experiment done there goes well, and I'm like, yeah, I want to that in a big time game. Totally.
okay. Thus far, we have only seen supernatural phenomena and magic related to the devil or demons. Are there other kinds of magic in the setting?
Yeah, I would say yes to that.
Okay. And I can only assume we will see them in the next game. In universe, what happened first to last between Inscription Hex and Pony Island 1, 2? Maybe we should just choose the first one. This isn't even like yes no question.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll become clear that the first chronologically is actually Panda Circus, hence the issue
Oh.
with Louis.
Okay. Okay. I need to drink some water
So-
after that one.
so I do have to go like pretty much now. Could we do maybe like one more?
Yeah, okay. And the final one goes to let's see something that I haven't seen yet and something that we can answer as yes, no. Hopeless, we already answered that.
I mean, there's one that said, "Do I like orange juice?"
Yes, I keep.
That's an easy one.
Okay, that person was the person that kept asking you about your favorite bird and now asking you about the orange
Okay,
juice.
well, I dodged the bird question, so I want to be firm with my orange juice answer, and it's yes.
Okay,
With
all
as
right.
much pulp as possible.
All right, I got one real question and one extremely serious question to finish it up with. The real question is, will Pony Island 2 help us make better connections between the lore of the games?
It might, maybe, or it might raise more questions.
Okay, and ending with a bang, will Bandito be unbanned in Pony Island 2? Oh, wait,
Sure.
Okay, well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh,
We did it.
That's a lot of questions answered, to be honest. And some of them I didn't expect you to answer.
Yeah, well, you know, I sometimes say too much, but it'll
Daniel,
all become clear in time.
Daniel, we are craving lore.
And you know, I'm seeing the chat say,
Free
I think the
Bandito.
biggest takeaway from this is that it's a big day for orange juice.
And Bandito, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Daniel, I or we can't thank you enough for this great event. And okay. What? There's someone screaming in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry.
AJ?
It's the little kids. They're playing with
Okay.
New Year's toys.
I thought you were being kidnapped for a second. All right. So thank you so much for this great opportunity. Is it safe to assume that we can do this again when the time is right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and thank you for hosting. As always, it's like an unbelievably high quality production for a 9-year-old game, and to have these like amazing like video edits that you've done for the ads and stuff.
Oh, I didn't do that. Game Phone delivered them to me.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Yes.
And people have been saying that there are some glitches. I don't know. All right. We still have
Yeah,
one more ad.
You know, that happens.
Yeah, it happens. So thank you so much, Dan. And I will leave the stage to you. However you would like to leave us, it's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a bad day for birds, but it's a big day for orange juice. So thank you all for coming. I I'll do some research and I'll maybe next time I can come back with a bird.
All right, I promise the
Thanks
first
thanks
question.
for watching, everybody.
The first question of our next Q&A session will be about birds. I promise.
All right. Have a good one, y'all.
All right. Woo! All
Wow.
right, that's quite something.
The
And
man himself.
and my music is once again not working. Okay, there we go. Woo, chat. There you have it. To be frank, just as I mentioned, I wasn't expecting answers for some of these questions, honestly. Not for the bird one or the orange juice one, but timelines, whether would that character be coming back again, whether that storyline be extended. That's nice. That's okay. Woo. And yeah, like Pony Island 2 taking place as the earliest entry in the franchise? That's interesting. I really don't know.